Hi, what up, YouTube? This is No Cap, No Filter. I'm your host, Marley G. Back at y'all on another episode of Running With You. And tonight we got to run about Lil Boosie, man. Lil Boosie, him and this, I think it's his fiance or it's his wife. I'm not sure, but it's somebody he's been in a relationship with on and off for the past 8 years. And Lil Boosie is what, maybe like 42 or something like that. And she is maybe what, 30. And a lot of people are looking at this clip and saying, did Lil Boosie groom this young lady? Because she was very young when they met, and it's been a lot of a topic going on about grooming, and it's been, going on ever since India Love had made that post that she made, and India Love is like 29, 30 now, and she was in the industry when she was like 17, 18 years old, but she was dealing with men that was in their 30s. And a lot of people are discussing, yes, a man in his 30s shouldn't have no business talking to an 18, 19-year-old, even though it's legal. It's still kind of grooming. But some people say they old enough to make their decisions because they're of legal of age. So that's been a back and forth debate going on the internet right now. But we're gonna go ahead on and get into this Lil Boosie clip right here. A lot of people are chiming in on this video. We're gonna go ahead on and react to it together. Without further ado, let's get into it. I'm gonna make me a video on the India Love situation too, but let's talk about this one for right now.
How does your family feel about, you dating Boosie, since he's a celebrity and everything?
Oh my God, they love him down. Okay, they appreciate him. My mama always say that because he's helped me grow, from being he helped me grow from being little girl, like young,
like a young adult.
Yeah, young adult. He helped me grow from being young to being an adult, and my mama loves that. She loved that about him, and he helped me mature. I love it.
He said we've been on and off 8 years. Stop the show. Stop the show. He said we've been on and off for about 8 years. Boosie is in his 40s. He's like in his early or mid 40s. She is, I believe, 30. They've been on and off for 8 years. So that means she was no. She just said he helped me when I was a teen or a little girl. So if she was a teen, let's just say she was 19. She's probably 27 right now instead of 30. I seen somebody say she should be 30, and I just ran with it, not doing my own research. But yeah, somebody in the comment section will probably be able to pinpoint what Boosie age is and what her age is. Put it down in the comment section. But she definitely said she was a teen. Then she said since she was a little girl, like she didn't switch it up like 3 times before she was like, oh, young adult. And then you could just see the look on a lady face, like, she was kind of cringed out, the lady with the glasses. But a lot of people saying, is this right? And it's a lot of men saying, it's this same cycle. When women become 30, well, when women are 19, they mess. Well, when women are 18, 19, and they in high school, even down to like 16, 17, when they're in high school, they're messing with these dudes who's 24, 25, 26 out of high school, coming getting picked up from the cars, coming get dropped off in the cars, and they, not messing with their peers. And their peers used to always see this. And now men are saying, man, we seen these same women, who's saying, oh, this is women. We see these same women saying, a man shouldn't have no business talking to a little girl like that. And then when those same women become 30 and those men that's their peers are 30 messing with a 19-year-old, you say, oh, that's grooming, that's wrong, woo. And a lot of people were saying the same type of rhetoric when it came to the R. Kelly case, but I think that's a way different thing than an R. Kelly case. Well, depending on how old the woman is in high school. But like when you're 19 and you're talking to a guy that's 27, 28, I think that's way different than an R. Kelly thing. Like the R. Kelly thing, that girl was an actual little girl. Like to me, I think R. Kelly was sick. I think that, a lot of people try to put blame on the parents saying, oh, their parents should be, held accountable too, which I agree. But at the same time, R. Kelly is the adult that can end everything. He's the adult in this situation. You know what I'm saying? And everybody just want to just look past everything just because it's R. Kelly. But if it was Leroy the mechanic up the street, you wouldn't give him that same grace. But you giving him grace just because he could sing a good song, you know. But what do I think? I think definitely when it comes to getting in a serious relationship with a woman that's like 19 and you like 30, I definitely think that's those two age ranges are just too far off. Like, is it success stories out here? Of course, but it ain't nothing that I would recommend because y'all y'all gonna be coming from two different eras, two different point of views when it comes to life. You see what I'm saying? And the person that woman is at 30, I mean, the person that woman is at 19, she ain't even was going to be that same person at 25 for better or worse. You might not even be her type once she's 25 because people change so drastically and they always talk about the frontal lobe. It's not developed, you know? So let's finish out what they talking about.
Yeah, he helped me mature a
We've been on and
lot.
off about 8 years.
So y'all met 8 years ago?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Wow.
he helped me
So
mature a lot.
I done
So
taught her a lot. I taught her how to cook.
I ain't never have to cook a day in my life as a child. So
Because you the youngest out of
yeah,
your
I'm a
family.
baby. I always
Yeah.
had my sister and them cook for me. I ain't never my mama. I ain't never have to cook nothing. So when I got with him, he like, you gotta go in the kitchen. First we started off with breakfast. I had to perfect the breakfast because he eat breakfast every morning.
He always on
Sausage,
Instagram
bacon,
Live eating breakfast.
everything. Like,
He's always on live eating breakfast.
What's
Oh,
the
play
go-to
by that,
breakfast
bro.
meal?
the go-to breakfast is grits, eggs, egg whites. He like egg whites, jelly toast, sausage patties, sausage links, and bacon. So he gotta have the whole big breakfast. This is with a side of Kool-Aid.
With a side of Kool-Aid. But yeah, man. First of all, her skin is popping. Her skin look very, very good. She's a very attractive woman. I can't say that. And then she from New Orleans. She got the accent. Like me, I love women from New Orleans. I love, the accent that they bring. Um, she tried to cover up the trace saying, my family love him. She used that as the cop out to switch the situation, switch the conversation. She also said, she was young. She ain't really had to cook because she was the baby, so that's understandable. But him teaching him how to cook, some people might feel like that's grooming. You kind of molding her into the woman that you want her to be. She don't really have too much trauma. She ain't got no baggage when it comes to heartbreak when dealing with multiple different men as a woman of his age would be. She ain't got no baggage when it comes to having multiple kids. She ain't got no baggage when it comes to possible having multiple different baby daddies, and you got to deal with that. So it's a lot of reasons why men will go after younger women, you know. And once she's taught on how to cook for him, bam, that right there can seal the deal. She should already know how to clean, you know. But even a woman as young as her, he probably could teach her some stuff about how to clean herself as far as her hygiene, because she's that young. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to women's self-care. But food is the way to a man's heart, and like I say, a woman gonna come in a man's life and, see what value she can bring and make his life more easy and more convenient. And one of the easiest ways to do that is cook for him, especially if you cooking breakfast too. She says she make breakfast every day and make it exactly how she want him, exactly how he like it, and she perfected it. So that definitely is a plus. Like I said, a key to a man's heart is through his stomach. So I think that him teaching her how to cook, shit, once she get his good dishes that he like as far as food go, like once she could start making gumbo and all this good stuff that's, not no easy ass little hamburger helper meals and rotel and nachos and shit like that. That shit that you really gotta have that swag to cook. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. He gonna be like, shit, this the finished product. Now, do you call that grooming? Is that the definition of grooming? Molding her into the person that you want her to be. But like I say, she's like what, maybe 30 right now, 27, So if let's just say she's 27, shoot, that's pretty much who she gonna be. Well, people can change from 27 to to 35. I didn't seen in my own. I didn't seen girls change religion and stuff. And that's another reason why I'm gonna talk about India Love. Because India Love, she's going through that little phase where everybody be like, oh, well, she just been a community, 304, and now she wanna get in that final form in that phase where going to religion, But um me personally, if I'm Labusi, the way he hollered at her age, because she said she was coming from work from IHOP, she was probably 18, 19 years old. I probably couldn't have did it, especially for a relationship. Now, if y'all dating, y'all hanging out, that's one thing, but an actual relationship, that's crazy to me. To me. But I want to know what y'all think down in the comment section below. Do you have some horror stories dating with a huge gap? Do you have some success stories dating with a huge gap? Do you believe that Boosie has groomed this young lady? They seem like they happy though. Like they genuinely seem like they happy. Would she be there if he didn't have the money? That's the same as would he be there if she didn't have the beauty? So I want to know what y'all think down in the comment section below. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, what you waiting on? Till next time, I'm out.